In this video, I'm going to give you an example of setting up a knob mapping to control the disting EX. So what I've got is a drum loop going through Augustus loop, and I've got an LFO patched into the pitch CV input, which is pretty wild at the moment. So we'd like to use one of the attenuverters to minimize that. So here's the attenuverter for input 5, which is this one. If I just change that now, you can see I can change that pitch effect around 0, it's not so much. But we'd like R to always control that, not just when it's the current parameter, because if I go off to do something else, it's not going to change the attenuverter anymore. So what we'll do, we'll go into mappings and select knob mappings. Now the interface for mapping knobs, the P knob basically selects a number of different things that you can change to set up a mapper. You can see the little dotted line moving around. So the first one selects the parameter we want to automate with the knob. So it was on the right one already, attenuator 5. And we want it to be controlled by the right knob, so we change that to R. We'd like it to be absolute in this case. We want the actual knob position to always directly set the attenuverter, not add whatever parameter was there before. And we'll change it to unipolar because we want the map in this case to go from 0 to 1 rather than either side of 0. So that is actually all we need to do. So we'll quit the menu. If we actually go down to attenuverter 5 and watch what happens now when we move the knob, it's going from 0 to 200% as we change the knob because we've mapped that. And now if we go away to something else, say, then turning the R knob is now no longer affecting the current parameter like it does by default. It's changing that attenuverter parameter. So I put it down to 0. The pitch CV is attenuated completely away. A bit of attenuation, and back up to full. If we want to undo that mapping, we can just go back to mappings, knob mappings, and then for attenuverter 5 put the knob back to the dash, which means no mapping, and now the R knob is back to changing the current parameter, not always changing attenuverter 5. So that's it, that's how you set a knob mapping on the disting EX.